Hello and welcome to the vlog. This is the first of my actual travel videos when I'm out on the boat for the next 7 months or so, cruising the cut. I got a tearful farewell from fellow moorers who were clearly distraught to be without me, but with firm resolve the gear shift was in forward and the engine revs at gentle as I nosed my 56-foot long narrowboat out of Yelvertoft marina and turned left, south in other words, down the Leicester Arm of the Grand Union Canal. A quick look back. I shan't be here again for many moons.
Just a quick status update. It's 15 minutes since I set off and things are okay.
Not the nicest day for it really, a bit cold and the sun barely breaking through the clouds, but it wasn't raining and that's good enough in April. I pottered past moored craft and newborn lambs clinging to their mum. Here's the classic steely gaze ahead shot as I'm coming up to a corner. Gently now, you can't see what's coming, so a bit of care and a wide arc can be a good strategy. Round the corner, an unusual canal boat. The hull, standard, but the cabin most certainly not. Here's a familiar sight, the pub at Crick, seen in a prior video. The marina just a little further along. I quite fancy one of those canal-side moorings rather than being on a pontoon. Here's a canal and river trust workboat coming past, and a cheery hello from both parties. Barely half an hour after setting off though, my first nemesis of the travels, Crick Tunnel. I don't like tunnels.
I've been through the tunnel before, twice in fact, and it does have the advantage at least of being straight so you can see the other end. But it is long and dark and cold and drippy, hence the hat.
Preparations for the damp include half shutting the hatch, switching on the navigation and headlamps, and taking heed of dire warnings on the way in. I'll let you enjoy it au naturel. "20 minutes later and the dot of light that is the exit is finally almost reached. One last dollop of water from above and I'm out. 2 boats met going the other way inside and neither hit. The hatch bears evidence of the leaky tunnel roof, as do my solar panels, but the sun's now almost out so they'll dry soon enough. I rewarded my tunnel courage and expert helmsmanship by stopping off for a quick cup of tea despite glares from a slightly demonic-looking cow. This is my view back down the canal. It's so peaceful. Kettle on, water boiling, mug ready. Oh, and a chocolate biscuit for good measure. A little traffic going past, viewed from inside, and soon I followed suit. The M1 motorway gives a clue to the nearby presence of the Watford Locks flight. Seeing several boats ahead, I need to pull in and tie up temporarily, then go to register with the lockkeeper and wait my turn. That's my boat, held, just about, by a centreline. This pair are ahead in the queue for what will be 7 locks, arranged as a single, a flight of 4, and 2 more in quick succession. That's the lockkeeper's hut. Notice the water point there, incidentally, but I'd no need to refill just yet. We're all waiting for this boat coming up before we can take our turn going down.
Who would have thought the locks would be so busy so early in the season, but they are, and there's nothing I can do but wait my turn.
Soon enough I was in, and although worrying about how I was going to tackle the flight solo, the lovely volunteer lockkeepers just told me to stay where I was and they'd do all the hard work, which they did, so thank you. So without much ado, I was smoothly through the locks, though the day hadn't got me as far as I'd originally planned.
I set myself fairly limited ambitions for today, the first day of cruising, and I failed to even achieve those. After coming through the Watford flight of locks, which you can see behind me, I offered help another boater who was going back up the other way, but because of a rather large queue of boats coming down, that all took up another 2 hours, and at the end of it, well, the light's going a bit, certainly the temperature has gone cold and I'm already moored up, so I thought, well, I'll just stay where I am tonight. So I'm going to stay here. We've got the noise of the railway over to my right, and there's a main road, I think it's the A5 to my right. Got the M1 over to my left, so it's not the quietest of locations, but I'm happy here. It's fine. I'm tied up, and I've moved on my first day, and that is good enough. And then tomorrow I shall try to make my way to Braunston, I think.